Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, this is Tyler. I'm going to talk about a particular subject that a lot of people probably can relate to. And I'm just going to ask you this question. Have you ever had a friend that y'all planned something way ahead of time? Rather it might be y'all was going to meet up somewhere, or that person was going to pick you up to go to some type of event or just to have fun, or that person was going to promise you that they was going to come get you from work, but whenever that time period already came, or whenever they were supposed to come pick you up, or whenever y'all was supposed to meet at that particular time, that particular friend didn't even come, they didn't show up, they didn't even call to explain you what the situation had happened, they didn't even tell you that something had occurred, or even that next day they didn't even tell you that something had happened to break down to you that there was some situation that was so intense that they wasn't able to get back to them. And I'm just going to sit here and tell you that a person that does somebody like that, that's a person that has left them high and dry. And I'm just going to say this, that people who leave you high and dry are not your real friends, simply because real friends don't do each other like that. Real friends always be loyal and tell you that something has happened or something has went on, or they'll cancel it for that day and then they'll pursue it to the next day or the next week because that particular thing had happened, or they'll let you know the next day that something had occurred. That's a true and that's a loyal friend. And people who leave you high and dry, them are fraudulent type of people. They cannot be trustworthy, because once a person leave you high and dry, there's a 90% chance that they're going to do it again. And then here's one of the main excuses that you will probably hear from that person who leave you high and dry, that, well, I was just too scared, or I just didn't think about it at the time, or I forgot. That person did not forget at that time. You just wasn't their priority at the time. They wasn't even thinking about you at the time. That's not a true friend at all. And I'm just going to sit here and say this. If you allow a person to come back and want to pursue a friendship with you for the second time, and they come with this pity party saying that, well, I'm sorry, or they just come crying to you like they're just crying home to their mama or something like that, and they sit there and say, I really want to make it up to you again for the second time. If I were you, like me, this is what I believe that you need to do. If you allow that person back and take a second chance with that person, make them earn it and make them work for it, because people do not want to earn a relationship whenever they are the fault ones that has already did the damage in it. Yes, it is true that people don't even want to work for it. They don't even want to earn it, because they believe that they don't want to earn the relationship because of something they have done, or a friendship that's something they have done. And the second thing, if you don't want to take a second chance on that person, hey, I don't blame you at all if you don't want to take a second chance on that person leaving you high and dry, because most likely they might do it again. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to close. People who leave you high and dry are not your real friends. People who do not tell you right then and there that something had came up, or they don't call the next day that something had came up, they are not your real friends. And I'm just going to say this, that you need to be picky and you need to be very careful who your friends are whenever it comes to loyalty. Watch that person thoroughly. Choose that person carefully. Because like me, I do it. I don't just let that person be my friend without having a check, or rather observing, or rather watching them very closely. I hope this has helped you. God bless. Have a great day.